Okay, so let's talk about this Dr. DisRespect situation. What's going on there, right? For the last 3 days, ever since he disappeared from Twitch and was permanently banned, but people say there's no turning back from this. He has been permanently banned. We've kind of been in this situation.
We don't know what the hell is going on right now.
And that pretty much hits the nail on the head. We have no idea what's going on. So in this video, I'm going to show you 2 theories, right? These are theories. These are just, maybe they are people, they pretend, they claim they're from Twitch or whatever, but by no means I'm going out saying this is the truth. What I'm going to present in this video are just people either claiming they know the truth or just theorizing around, okay? So we're just talking about this. But the reason why I want to do this video is because every other reason that I've seen out there is just not going far enough. You have to consider that the decision from Twitch to ban him, to instantly refund all his subscriptions. People are saying he's not only done for Twitch, he's done for every platform. So whatever it is he has done must be extremely severe. And people are like, oh, maybe he just cheated on his wife again. It's like, yeah, dude, you don't go to jail for that. You know, there are also other people saying it was not a DMCA thing. So it was not about content he showed. The last things he said on the stream, he was talking about this David Icke book. So, of course, David Icke puts out tweets. I saw this tweet from him where he's like, gaming sensation Dr. DisRespect last streaming mentioned David Icke and the film Renegade before being banned. And that is true. He did say this. One of the few last things that Dr. DisRespect said before he was kind of leaving Twitch. And I don't know if he knew it was going to be permanent at this time. But he was talking about a book from David Icke, and he called it eye-opening, and, you know, talking about how it kind of opens your mind. And he talked about Icke's ideas before. You got to know, if you're not familiar with David Icke, he's a complete lunatic. I mean, I'm not saying everything that he ever said is wrong. He said some things that turned out to be true, but it's like a 90 to 10% ratio of stuff that's just complete nonsense, and then maybe 10% if you fish in there, try to find some points that might be valid, that might be. So I'm not discarding him. Generally, he might be a very nice guy, but the stuff he puts out there, in my opinion, is dangerous and can send people down very dark rabbit holes where a lot of people never find a way back out, so to say. I don't think that's what happened here, though. I don't think Twitch has like a big red permaban button, right, where they're like, he spoke about David Icke, bam, and everyone's banned and everyone gets refunded. And that's not how this works. I know that David Icke would like to see that because he does think the whole world evolves around him, and that, you know, 200 FBI spies have nothing else to do than spy on him all day and make sure that, you know, because he's such a source of dangerous information, blah, blah. So that's complete BS. However, Dr. DisRespect had been quiet for 2 days, but then we got this tweet about 8 hours ago where he says, Champions Club, Twitch has not notified me on the specific reason behind their decision. Firm handshakes to all for the support during this difficult time, Dr. DisRespect. And that kind of falls in line with what Timmy the Tapman said, right? They interviewed him. I'm sure you've seen the clip by now where he's like, yeah, I spoke to Doc, and all that Doc was saying is like, yeah, we're talking to Twitch about what's going on. So that tweet very much falls in line with that. However, again, whenever something like this happens, there's a statement. There's a statement shortly after. Now we've been like, we're 3 days in, 2.5, 3 days in, and there's no statement. So that tells me it's something bad, right? It's something very serious. It's something that Twitch might not want to talk about, right? It's not some news, quotation marks, that Twitch might want to break because maybe it's very personal. So it's personal, it's very severe, it's all those things. And I wonder what it might be. And I found, again, 2 theories that I want to share with you guys. And again, those are theories, okay? These are people that might pretend they know, we don't know, or maybe they do know, who knows, but gotta really take those with like a grain of salt, okay? With like a pinch, with a big spoon, a tablespoon of salt. Eat that now, and then let's read through these theories, because that's what they are. They are theories. If it turns out in the end that these are true, all right, it is what it is. But by no means I'm going here saying, this is the truth, okay? This is what happened. But here's a theory. Doc, Shroud, and Ninja were in talks on launching a new streaming platform. They were approached by Spotify under Google in order to sign contracts and launch in the coming weeks on Spotify soon to be announced streaming service. Note, it will not be under the Spotify brand name. Doc reportedly approached multiple streamers personally on Twitch in order to facilitate a platform shift. Twitch reportedly found out when a streamer close to him tipped them off. So someone he spoke to then spoke to Twitch about it. As a result, Twitch's legal team completely terminated his contract and is currently filing motions for civil suits. Both Doc, Twitch, and Spotify are currently undergoing mediation. No one can talk or discuss this due to the NDAs imposed by Google. Twitch is going full damage control and attempting to drag Google into lawsuits in order to prevent or taint their launch. These will all be filed Monday. Okay, it is true. It is the weekend. It is Sunday right now. So maybe we're going to get some news on this tomorrow. But I tell you why this kind of sounds reasonable to me. Do I think that like Doc, Shroud, and Ninja are going rogue and they're like, we're going to do our own platform, sitting around a dark table smoking cigars? I don't really think that's what happened here. But what kind of makes this feasible to me in a way is the NDA part. Because that's a reason that really nobody can talk about it. You would break NDAs if you would say, oh, it's because of Google's new streaming platform, which is called G-Stream. I have no idea. But if you would be in the know about these things and there's this platform coming and that's the reason for him going down, then you obviously couldn't talk about it because it's under NDA. So that makes sense, right? That is something that would explain what's going on right now. Again, I'm not saying this is what it is, but it is a possibility that they were kind of conspirating. Is that a word? Conspiring, I think is the word, isn't it? They were conspiring to make their own platform. If that would be true, then probably Ninja, Shroud would to an extent be also involved. This, by the way, comes apparently from a former Twitch sysadmin, but I mean, again, take this with a grain of salt. It might just be that little guy here wearing a balaclava, writing it in his bedroom. We have no idea, but it is at least a reason where I look at it and I'm like, okay, yeah, that explains what's going on. Now, this was the friendly version. Okay, this was the kids-friendly version of what might have happened, that they were trying to found their own streaming platform. Now we're getting to the serious version, okay? And this is bad, okay? I don't want you guys to watch it if you're underage, because this, if this is true, it would also explain it, but it's nasty, okay? So someone tweeted this, this is how I found the tweet, saying that he doesn't much care for Dr. Disrespect, but he found it interesting and it would explain the silence and his silence on the whole matter. I mean, he has broken his silence. We know that by now. He's come out and said, they have notified me. But I think, to be honest, if this is really true, then a tweet like the one we've just seen from him could be considered damage limitation, hoping that he might get away with it, not being called out. Let's read the reason. So this is from 4chan, so already all alarm bells go off. I know everyone's like, oh, how come you present something from 4chan? Oh, well, dude, let's just read it. Let's look at it, objectively and take it for what it is, a theory. He raped a girl at TwitchCon, and she has pictures of videos of the room afterwards and a voicemail from him threatening her to stay quiet about it or he would resort to violence. Don't ask how I know, because I'm not telling you how, but now you all can rest. He raped, she went to Twitch/police, and now he's in big doo-doo. I have a friend high up in the Twitch ladder that I knew when he was still a low-level grunt. By the way, all these messages come from the same tweet. After the Amazon acquisition, he was able to climb up the ranks due to the power vacuum that had formed. I can't give much details about what my friend's position is, since he has signed an NDA with his most recent position, but I was talking to him over on Discord of a game of Counter-Strike, and he said that the authorities are involved due to a rape allegation that happened over in a previous TwitchCon. He said he wasn't too sure, but it most likely the same TwitchCon that he cheated on his wife, but it was an entirely separate incident. Apparently, Doc tried to remove any attention to this by coming forward with cheating on his wife and taking a month-long hiatus. The victim felt that nothing could be done, but she apparently has video/picture proof of the room after the struggle and a voicemail clip. Their suppository going to make a statement 8 a.m. Pacific on July 1st. So that's in a few days. Remains to be seen if that happens. But if that really happens, I mean, I guess then this is kind of confirmed to be true. We're reading the next one. Just wait for the news. Doc's silence has been deafening because his lawyers immediately told him to up. He won't post on anything and may actually close the accounts. The dude that told my roommate about the voicemail said it was haunting, like he was mad at a video game times 500 and that he was yelling so hard that his voice was shaking. Here's the last one. Gonna go through this quickly and then we're gonna review what we actually just read. So here Anonymous says, alright, remember this when the news officially comes out. The MF raped a girl at a con. His wife isn't supporting him or talking about him at all in the Instagram post. I don't know if you saw the Instagram post by his wife where she's like, thanks for all the support, but he didn't actually mention him. There's pictures of blood on the bed and ripped clothes and bruises on her wrist and the back of her neck, and the voicemail is like 45 seconds of Dr. Disrespect telling her to not say an effing word or he'll effing destroy you. Try me, biatch. That's what he said. Just quoting here, just quoting. Yeah, notice how she did say Guy or Herschel or Dr. Disrespect. She was talking about the support from the community for her. She's talking about the Instagram post from the wife. She's not going to talk about the shit while there's an active investigation. You think she's going to post something about standing by a rapist? F no. Watch. She won't mention him or anything else at all. Radio silence. She will be instructed by lawyers. So that's another tweet. Okay, and I, by all means, do not want this to be true. These are horrible allegations. It's a horrible thing to do. And look, we've seen cases like recently with Angry Joe where he gets accused of, like, I don't know, preying on a girl and nearly raping or whatever the accusations were. But they were more than flimsy. I'm not saying they weren't true, but reading through the evidence that this girl presented in that case, they were more than flimsy. But in this case, we have those different people, supposedly different people, saying they've heard the voicemail, they've seen the photos. And if there would be something to it, obviously everybody on Dr. Disrespect's end would try to silence this, right? You want to be in control of this information. You want to be in control of the point when this comes out, how it comes out, make a proper statement, and you don't want people on 4chan talking about this stuff before the world knows about it, right? So it fits that picture, right? It fits the picture that you would not talk about what happened for all those reasons. It's an ongoing investigation. You want to have an official statement. You want to make sure you don't say anything completely wrong. You know, are you accepting the accusations? Are you not accepting? There's a lot to consider here before you make a statement. So that would fit the silence. Now, again, the other thing that made me wonder whether there might be to this is that so many different people mentioned this video, picture, photo thing and the voicemail. Right, so it seems to me there are some people in the know, and the guy who broke the story originally, I think it's Slasher, is it, on Twitter, he said as well, he knows what it is, but he can't talk about it, which also indicates something very, very serious along those lines, which is very personal. You don't want to be the person who breaks that news, you know, that he raped a girl, because that's something ideally kind of he should talk about, talk about from himself. So again, I don't know if this is true, but reading through these posts, at least it sounds feasible to me, and it sounds like something that would kind of justify what's going on from Twitch's side, if that makes sense, right? If he's a proven rapist and Twitch has that footage, they've seen he's done it, you know, there's nearly no doubt about him raping a girl at TwitchCon, TwitchCon of all places, then obviously they would move forward and put a heavy ban hammer down, and he would never be able to stream on any other platform. You know, if you do something like this and those allegations are true and he is currently sitting in jail. Oh, that's actually another thing I wanted to share with you guys. Because if you go to this site, which is called CaliforniaArrests.org, and I really don't know if this is true, they claim to be true, but it seems to be a database that collects arrest records in California. If you look at his name, right, Herschel Guy Beam, this Dr. Disrespect, if you put that in here, Beam, and you just search, oh well, let's put a first name, Herschel then. Herschel Beam. Let's see what this spits out. We're searching the database. You're actually finding these entries here. Now, I don't know when this happened, because once you want to have more information, you have to pay for that, which again makes me kind of doubtful about this website, whether it's actually authentic. But it does say Herschel, might be a middle name, Beam. I mean, it kind of has been officially debunked that he has been arrested, but why do we have those entries here then? Then again, they don't give us a date when this happened. However, I just found it curious because I found this tweet, which is also just 11 hours old, where someone says, you know, it might be him that has been arrested. We don't know. Again, I'm not saying he has been arrested. I just found it interesting that on CaliforniaArrest.org, and you can go there, search for yourself, he has been listed, or his name has been listed as someone who has been arrested. So the situation is dire, guys. If it's true what they're saying, then they're gonna give us a statement on the 1st, which is on Wednesday in 3 days. Speculation's gonna go on, man. People want to know what's happening. But I think a few factors speak for maybe these theories that are presented in this video, because it is damn serious. The action that Twitch has taken is unprecedented. Okay, it's something like this has never been done. It must be nearly an unprecedented case. Or it's something very, very small. That's something that is just somewhere in their contract and he broke it, and for us it's really not relevant, but for Twitch it's a big thing. And again, I'm not saying that these tweets I presented here are the ultimate truth, or that you should go out and tell everyone that this is true. It is not. It's a theory, treated as such, presented as such, but I think speculating can be fun. But guys, I'd love to know what you guys think, right? What are your thoughts? Leave that down in the comment section below, because there's so much going on the Dr. Disrespect front. And follow me on Twitter, right? While we're here, you see @randomtweeter. The link is down in the description. You can just click there. Follow me on the YouTubes. Do all that good stuff and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And really leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think all is just nonsense? I mean, obviously the overarching thing is we should be waiting for the statement. And I completely concur. I agree with that. We should all be waiting for the statement. But I'm just so puzzled by this. And I'm so intrigued by this that I had to make this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, I'll see you next time. I'm out. Take care.